Genuine question, why did you move out of Liverpool? Because I was homeless. I was homeless, lad. I had nowhere to live. And some girl come and got me, took me to live in Guernsey, and me. So we had to leave Guernsey, ended up in Gosport, and I was homeless in Gosport, living at the bottom of a block of flats for 3 days. Then one of Dominic Noonan's victims came and got me, a man called Cody Lackey. Never seen him in my life, just thought he was a big doorman, didn't know nothing about his past, didn't know nothing about his history. He's come and got me and took me to his. And then Sean Atwood and him, their little sweaty secret relationship, give me some money to have a flat in Blackburn. So I was living in Blackburn for 8 months. Then I moved back to Liverpool. And then I couldn't survive in Liverpool because I was being carrying on. I was just getting me flat burnt out. I was getting this done, I was getting that done. So it was in my own interest. Don't forget, I'm on licence while all this bubbling. I'm thinking about staying free. Now, if I would have remained in Liverpool, I would have done exactly what the rats wanted me to do. Come out all guns blazing and got myself lifed off. So it was in my own interest to leave Liverpool whilst I'm on my licence conditions. And that's what I done. I went to Blackburn. Then I went back to Liverpool and was living with some girl who we had a little quintus to. But it all up, so I'm homeless again. I had to look on Facebook for somewhere to live. The first thing I seen was homeless housing, Birmingham. I got my stuff in the back of a taxi from that girl's house where I'd been kicked out of, went straight to Lime Street, got on the train, came to Birmingham because I was homeless. Not because I was scared or run or chased out, because I was homeless. And that's why I've been in Birmingham since, in supported accommodations for the last 3 years. So you've got all these dickheads. No one ever got chased. I left because I didn't want to go back to prison. I'm a clever man. I had objectives to meet. I had things to achieve, and the first one was to complete my licence conditions and not get sent back to prison. And I've done it. Since that, I've become more vocal. I've had attempts on my life. The Kinniton cartel, people like these, trying to put me in bed. Now, if I go back into Liverpool, what am I? Is that a clever thing to do? Would you expect me to just go and live in Liverpool now? What do you think's going to happen? You know how volatile Liverpool is. The minute they find my address out, what are they going to do? Burn it out? They'd never come through my door. They had 2 years to come through my door. I weren't chased out of Liverpool. I was made homeless because my gaff got burnt and he had to get out because of the landlords. That's it. During that 18 months when I'm being very, very vocal, just like I am now about all these drug dealing scumbags smack bang in the middle of L5, I'm living in an apartment smack bang in L5. I've got these rats standing outside my door waiting for me to come out so they can shoot me. Every night I'm doing a live like this from inside this flat smack bang in the middle of Anfield, telling them, if you want me, come through my front door. They wouldn't come through because they knew what would happen. I'd leave everywhere in a mess and they'd be arrested. And I couldn't give a... I'd be dead, but there'd be DNA everywhere off everyone and you'd get caught for it. That was me shout. You're a grass then, you're a grass. Is that grassing, is it? Yous come through my door, I'm going to leave some of yous in a mess. It doesn't matter if I die. And it's the same principle right here in Birmingham. They haven't came to Birmingham, they know where I am for 3 years. The whole country knows where I am for 3 years. Every one of them rats you hear screaming about me, I've got high-powered cars. It'll take them 1 hour and 10 minutes to get up the road in them high-powered cars. Did he do it? They know the gym I'm at every morning. They see it all over my story. Houses, lad. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you people? And it's the same principle here. Do you think you're just going to be able to come through this door, do me and walk out? Don't get your mind in a twist. I'm going to latch onto 1 or 2 years and leave you a mess before you kill me. That's the way it is. I'm not going to try and hide in a corner. come in. And that's the way I've been since day one. Smack bang in the middle of Anfield on Robson Street, 76 Robson Street. I was there for 2 years. They'd sit outside and try and burn me flat, try and shoot me when I come out the door. They wouldn't come in because they knew what time it was when they came in, and nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Have you seen them come near me in the last 6 years? No. Have they tried to shoot me dead? Yeah, but that's all they can do. They can't come and kick me front door in like they can every other ones. How many doors do you hear of going in and the people are getting cut up or the people are getting hurt? How many in Liverpool? Loads. Did my door go in once? No. They attempted it once. 4:30 in the morning, tried to kick me flat door in. What did I do? Done what I knew I was going to do. Stood right behind the door and told them, come through, come through. I even started opening the door. What did they do? Ran away. So don't get your mind in a twist, lads. I've got no reason to lie. No reason to lie. I've been a game kid from day one. You don't understand what I've gone through. Do you think a couple of rats coming through my door are going to just do it without a fight? They know it. And they've always known it. And this isn't me bigging myself up or ranting. This is me speaking facts. And there's people out there that can confirm it if they're not scared to. Facts, lad. They're all, every single one of them. Doesn't matter what name you throw at me. They all had the opportunity to come through my door in 2017, 2018 and 2019. And never. Facts. I don't need to say anything else. They're just the rats, mate. The only people that eventually took it on was the Kinnerton cartel. And what did they do? They used the lamb. They used the dirty Liam Cornett, Liam Carroll. Dirty dying family of smack abusing, drug dealing rats. That's what the Carrolls are. They used him to hire some little rats who was fresh out of jail called O'Shea to come and try and put me to bed, but they missed and got some head that set me up. Did you get me running out the city? No. I was living in my mum's then, on my licence. Did they get me coming out the city? Did they chase me out the city? No, did they? I moved round the corner, 200 yards from my ma's house. I moved into an apartment on Robson Street, number 76, and I was in there for 16 months. Doing a live like this, screaming it all out. It's all in the papers. I'm not chatting, Google it. Go in the Liverpool Echo now and Google the 17th of March 2018 and you'll understand where L5 Alive comes from. That's where L5 Alive comes from. That's where this comes from. I'm doing a live like I do now, promoting me message, choose a life not a knife, spitting me lyrics. I go out the door, try and get shot dead. I go straight back in on my live feed and say, don't worry L5, I'm alive. That's where L5 Alive comes from. Don't worry L5, I'm alive, still believing, still achieving. Go and read it in the Liverpool Echo. I don't need to, it's all documented, it's all there. Got no need to lie at all. Not once have I lied about anything I've been screaming about. Not once have I been a devious, horrible and screamed about certain individuals. Everyone I've screamed about in the last 6 years, I've been screaming the truth about them. Simple as that. And there's people that can back it. Just go and Google it. 17th of March 2018. Go and Google it. 6 weeks later, they tried again because on that occasion. It is what it is, mate. I'm a real soldier. I've came through dirt and bricks all my life. I've been trod on all my life. I've went through a care system where you've had to fend for yourself consistently. I went right through the white peace system, right through the con system. Do you see any scars down my face? Do you? You name anyone else that's gone through that system, labelled grass, that's being cut or hasn't been cut. No one. There's no one. No one. I've done it all. I'm too strong for these rats to know it. The only advantage they had was the gangs. That's it. I'm a one-man band. When I've got out of custody, I've got no one round me. All my brothers are finished. My oldest brother's hung himself and he wouldn't have been any help anyway. The other one's working with the Kinnington cartel, the youngest one. Stephen's on the crack and Danny's doing an IPP. That's it, bro. I've always been a one-man band since I was a kid. So when you see me here like this, in these little rooms, like I've always been in a little room. I've always been incarcerated. I've always been isolated. I've always had to deal with on myself and by myself. I've never had no help. You understanding what I'm saying? So when they're saying his head's on, my head's well intact. I know exactly what I'm capable of and I know exactly what I'm doing. And what you've been hearing me scream about for the last 5 years is all intentionally to protect the youth from being involved with rats like them. And you've seen what they're doing. We've had 9-year-old girls shot dead. We've had young Reese shot dead 15 years ago. We're having mothers shot dead. These are all drug dealing scumbags around the city that proclaim to be, we are Scousers, we love living. No, you don't. You're destroying it. I'm a Scouser. I love it. And I'm exposing yous for destroying it. So don't sit there like he's a something special. He's a gang of rats. And that's it. If you can't appreciate that, I don't expect you to. I don't really. I'm here doing what I'm doing, and they're not going to stop me.